What is up, guys? Happy Sunday. Week one is finally here. We're going to hang out for the next little bit and kind of just go over all the news, the notes. It's week one, so this is not really a big active show, but typically going forward, we're going to have, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. I like to go live at this time because for the early games, they have to put their active inactive lists out now. So we're going to hang out for a little bit here. If you guys do have start-sit questions this week, please fire them away. I will get to them as they come through. I'm just going to start reading some of the player news that I've seen come through so far today. Big one for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to play. We had the little bit of an injury scare with the calf earlier in practice this week, but he is good to go, they're saying, and we expect him to play today. Not sure what the workload's going to look like. I'm assuming he's if you have McCaffrey, you're starting him, obviously. But I am curious to see what the Brian Robinson role looks like today. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Some positive news here on the Browns running back, Quinshon Judkins. They're saying there's a real possibility that he could play next week against the Ravens. I think if you have Judkins, you're not going to play him next week. He missed all of August training camp. That's a long time to miss. He needs to kind of get, back into the swing of things. So if he were to play next week, I think I'm going to recommend benching him. And let's see what it looks like and see how far behind he is in terms of snaps and routes compared to Ford and Sampson. So we're watching those two running backs today, and we'll see if Judkins can crack the field next weekend. A little bit of good news here on Xavier Worthy. He suffered a dislocated shoulder. Doesn't seem like surgery is a thing, and that would be best case scenario. If he does have surgery, that's going to put him out for a while, I think. But if there's a way for him to play through it with a brace, they're going to figure that out. Still no new. I mean, they're probably just getting back, from the Brazil trip. They got to go under more tests and things like that. So we're still not sure what's going on with Worthy. I think if you have Worthy, he's not going to be playing week 2, maybe even week 3. So we'll have to take this one one day at a time, one news note at a time on Xavier Worthy. I would plan to not have him for the next week or 2. A little bit of hiccup here for Kyler Murray, added to the injury report with an illness. He's going to play, but we'll see how productive he is. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh on some of my feeds. And hey, good morning to Ron. Hope you're doing well. Geno, Fields, or Bryce for QB2 today? So fun super flex question here. I'm kind of interested in Geno Smith, man. I think Christian Gonzalez is out for the Patriots today. I think Geno Smith throwing the ball to Jacoby, Brock Bowers, you got Genty in there. That one's kind of fun. I do think Justin Fields is probably the highest floor here with his rushing upside. I do like the Bryce Young matchup, but part of me just wants to kind of see what it looks like with Bryce Young and the Panthers and Ted McMillan first. So he's probably the guy that I'm going to rank the lowest. I think I'm going to stick with Justin Fields here just from the rushing productive standpoint. I'm looking at the weather as well, and there's going to be rain showers in New England. It does look like there's going to be some rain showers in the Jets. So running the football, I think for me, I'm going to stick with Justin Fields, but it's really close. If you wanted to go Geno, I think that's fine, but I'm going to stick with Fields, and I believe I have Fields ranked. Yeah, I got Fields ranked here, still ahead of Geno Smith. So we're going to go Fields, Geno, Bryce Young is how I would rank it. And yeah, best of luck to you today as well, Ron. I'm excited, man. I got big Jaguar vibes today. I'm excited to see what Travis Hunter looks like on offense. So excited to see what this Liam Cohen thing is going to do. I got some active inactives here that we got to go over real quick here. Darnell Mooney is out for the Atlanta Falcons. Raiders running back Raheem Mostert's a healthy scratch, so that's interesting. Commanders running back Chris Rodriguez Jr. inactive today. I got to send that to one of my boys here. That's a big one for Jacoby Krosky-Merritt. Wow. Okay, so that looks really good. I think if you have Austin Eckler, I'm probably playing Eckler in full PPR leagues today. If it's just going to be a rotation of Eckler, Merritt, and who's the other guy there? The little scat back. I can't think of his name, but he's their special team kind of scat back kind of guy. So I have good vibes for Eckler today. And yeah, I did a couple DraftKings lineups today with the Lawrence BTJ Hunter stack, and I brought it back with a Ted McMillan. So we'll see how that goes. But let's see. No Chris Godwin, obviously, today. He's listed out. Again, if you're just joining the show, Christian McCaffrey will be in today. But the big active inactive so far that I'm seeing, no Darnell Mooney today. So Drake London, Kyle Pitts, I'll get a little bit of a boost there. Probably not looking at Ray McLeod, but we'll keep an eye on him in deeper PPR leagues. And then the big one is Chris Rodriguez Jr., healthy scratch. If you wanted to play Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, I think you could do it. It's a good matchup against the Giants. But I'm going to say Eckler. Eckler's the one guy I think I'm starting this week in PPR formats. Eckler could still be the goal line back too. He's a good bruising back. So we'll see how the Commanders shake this out. And good morning to Mr. Magic. Hope you're doing well today. I'm just going to go over some of the weather we got going on across the league here. The Falcons and the Bucks are in a dome, so that's going to be a fast-paced game. I'm feeling pretty good about that game being high scoring. Cincinnati and Cleveland, there's a lot of slight chances for rain today. But I'm not seeing the wind be a factor in any of these rain games. So if it's light rain, we're fine. I'm not going to make any hesitations or moves because of a little bit of a light rain. Miami and Indy are in a dome, so that's a good fast-paced game. The Raiders and the Patriots likely rain there. The Saints and the Cardinals are in a dome. That could be a high-scoring game. Steelers and the Jets, chance of rain. Giants and the Commanders, chance of rain. I'm seeing Carolina, Jacksonville, chance of rain. Tennessee and Denver, chance of rain. You want to get those Denver Broncos defense locked in. And I think a lot of people, if you guys play in survivor pools, a lot of people probably took Denver Broncos to win today. That's a safe one for me. San Fran, Seattle, slight chance of rain. It looks clear in Green Bay, so good news there. Detroit, Green Bay, it's a little on the cooler side there, but it looks sunny and clear up in Green Bay. Houston, LA in a dome. And then we got a little bit of a rain potentially in Buffalo tonight. Who should I trade for Kenneth Walker? Pollard, Pacheco, Eckler, Warren, Charbonnet. I mean, you have Charbonnet there, so I'd like to keep him so we can just lock in Seattle backfield all the time. But if you can flip Pacheco 1-for-1 for Kenneth Walker, I'm doing that. I think if you can trade Warren for Kenneth Walker, I'm doing that too. I like Austin Eckler on my bench in PPR league, so I'm going to hold on to him. I don't want to trade Tony Pollard 1-for-1. I think if you can sneak in Pacheco, if you can get any of these straight up, I think I'm going to do that. Pacheco or Warren, I think those are the two guys. If I had to trade two of these guys, I guess Pacheco and Warren would be the two I would package to get Kenneth Walker. I'm going to hit refresh on some of my feeds and see what else we got coming in. Alan Lazard's inactive today for the Jets. No surprises in Cincinnati. The Giants tackle Andrew Thomas not playing today, so that's a bit of a hit for them. Dolphins, Jalen Wright is inactive. Darren Waller and Taj Washington inactive. Nothing really surprising there. Mentioned Chris Godwin. Tristan Wirfs not going to play this week. We kind of knew that already. I'm not really seeing anything. I guess the one that was weird was the Raheem Mostert healthy scratch. I'm not sure who's RB2, but I guess Zamir White. Is Zamir White RB2? If that's a thing, that's a thing. Good news for the Patriots. Will Campbell is active, their first round tackle. Not really seeing anything else too surprising. Yeah, we kind of already covered most of this news here. So we're looking good. I'm seeing the New York Giants have a prepared package of plays for rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. So we'll see if he gets out there and maybe any red zone or situational spots. That could be kind of fun. Congrats to Jameson Williams on his 3-year, $83 million deal. That's a lot of money for JMO. What's that? That's like almost $27 million a year, something like that. That's a pretty nice deal for Mr. Williams. $28 million a year, and 2/3 of that's guaranteed. So big day for Jameson Williams. Let's see what else we can find here on the feeds. I do have a list of prop bets listed on the fantasyfellowship.com if you guys wanted to look and potentially get some touchdown bets in there. Me and my good friend Jesse, we try to get it uploaded on Saturdays if you guys are looking for prop bets, but Saturday we kind of let the week of, practice news and all that good stuff kind of come through. Let me just read some of the player prop bets that we like for today. Week 1, I like to go with touchdown bets because we just don't really know the usage on a lot of things going on. So guys that we like to score today: Nico Collins, James Conner, Jamar Chase, Jaden Daniels, Bucky Irving, and Brian Thomas Jr. Those were our favorite ones to score. I like Kenneth Walker to score. I like Josh Allen to get a rushing touchdown tonight. And then we have a couple, we call them the fellowship double tap specials, where you take 2 guys to score on the same team. And if one of them scores, you can find a way to win money on that bet. But if both score, that's where you hit the big profits. And I think the one that we are going to recommend the most today is going to be the Broncos. J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey. When I logged these, Dobbins was plus 165 for a score, and Harvey was 170. So if you bet, say, $20 unit, you're going to net $13 if Dobbins scores. But if it's going to be a $14 gain if only Harvey scores. But if both these running backs score, which seems like a good possibility today, your $40 bet on those, free way to get in there. You basically are guaranteed to profit if one of these guys scores, and if both score, that's where bucks come in. So we kind of like those prop bets today. I'm going to go over King Sportsbook here. All right, we're back. I'm looking at the just the game lines for today. I think Cincinnati, Cleveland, that game's probably going over the 47.5. I'm going to go Cincinnati to win that one. Giants, my internet's being a dick. Giants, Commanders today, 45.5. I'm not sure if I like the over under on that. I'm going to stick with the Commanders. Those would be my 2 bets so far. So I'm just kind of whipping up a money line bet here, see if we can make a fun parlay. We got the Bengals, the Commanders. Don't sleep on the Saints. The Saints home opener. Cardinals, I don't really have a lot of confidence in. I don't really know if I feel comfortable putting the Cardinals on a parlay card for money line today. I'm going to take the Cardinals today, but I think the Saints +6 is a little interesting. Jets and Steelers, I'm kind of excited for that game because from just where I'm in the Midwest, I'm going to be able to watch that game. I think on CBS today. I'm going to go Steelers, but I think that game's got a lot of fun potential to kind of be a scrappy shootout type game. Buccaneers, Falcons, I'm going to go Tampa Bay. It's in Atlanta, but I'm a little bit nervous about Atlanta's offensive line, and their defense still has to prove it to me. So I'm going to go Tampa Bay. Carolina, Jacksonville. You guys know I'm going Jacksonville. I'm expecting a big reveal for this Liam Cohen offense. I'm pretty excited about. Dolphins, Colts could go have a strong feeling on that game. Same with Raiders, Patriots. I think the Raiders could come in and be sneaky win there. I'll slap the Broncos here. 49ers and Seahawks, I don't have a good read here. It's in Seattle. San Fran's got a 1.5 points fade. My internet's being a dick, guys, so I'm going to call it for today. We don't have a lot of people in here asking questions, so I will take that as a good sign. All good to go. I'm going to work on this internet for the future. Good luck today, guys. I hope you get everything that you need. Get the win. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.